Oh, I see what. Did you see what's in the Corvette store right behind this?
Dude, are you freaking kidding? Yeah, man, mine's still getting painted at the body shop and they got it sitting right here.
So I got a 14 from you.
Yes.
This is a 24. Put me on the list for a 34.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
I told you guys, you saw what I said I wanted to do. I at least wanted to shake his hand and say thank you. The guy is 83 years old.
Bob, how the hell do you do it? Seriously, what is the secret, man? You're in great shape. You're driving, you're 83 and you're loving life, man.
All right, so let's pretend that we're ready.
Don't we always?
Right. Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're rolling. Sorry,
You weren't supposed to hear that.
I need my glasses. Hey guys, for those that I ran into at the National Corvette Museum yesterday, we are going to have a Tech Tuesday tonight. A lot of guys said, hey, you're down here? And I go, yeah, usually Mondays I record Tech Tuesday for Tuesday night. It's so hard to record in real time on Tuesday, edit, and then get it up for Tuesday night. But right now we're waiting on cars. You guys, actually some of that today, are waiting on a bunch of cars, so I have the time. Thank you for taking the time. As always, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got enough going on myself, but when I pull his ass into this, it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to you guys too. So seriously, I'm not saying that lightly. I do appreciate you taking the time to do that.
I appreciate all you guys tuning in.
And many times, as we've talked about, I don't really give them a choice.
No.
I go, here, read this.
Yeah.
Sit in front of this camera.
Here comes Rick with a camera and a handful of paper.
It's good to have him actually back for the entire episode. Thanks for all the comments and the concern.
Yes, thank you.
Still going through some testing. You're still here, so that's good.
now.
Yeah, for now. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. Let me start with a couple of just pieces of feedback and email that's relative to the channel and just you guys and your Corvette ownership that means a lot to us. We're going to finish up tonight with a beautiful ride segment. And once again, I've got stuff from you guys, stuff that I found. I love it when you're creative, when you take pictures. It's fun taking pictures of your car. That's what we got for you later on tonight. Here's one from Jason Ray. Says, morning, my brother. It's going to be a sappy message here, Rick. I just wanted to say thank you for your dedication for all things Corvette. I'm a owner of a 22 C8 Z51 HTC, and I am so happy. Anyways, we wake up Sunday morning, and we look forward to also Tech Tuesdays. Welcome this evening. Appreciate that. While we're still in bed or in the home office, or we go to the kitchen, the table, the living room, we look and see if Rick has posted anything yet. Nope. Well, where is it? What's he doing? And then we look again, and then the video shows up. Most of us take it for granted that your videos will just be there. We tend to forget, this means a lot, I appreciate that. We tend to forget that you actually have to make the effort to create the video, edit it. In itself does not take 5 minutes, just like him opening up the prep for a Z06. The bags alone take 5 minutes. Yeah, about 6 minutes to open that stuff up. You are so right, and it's our commitment just to what I do, to you guys, this car, the marketplace, and the lifestyle. So thank you for the acknowledgement. It says, Rick, thank you for everything that you do. Just being a nice, honest guy. We can turn to you when we have a question, any question pertaining to Corvettes. God bless my friend. God bless you, Jason. Appreciate that. Great way to start tonight's show. You got a few things there too, buddy.
Yeah, I got a few.
Get them readers out there, old man.
Yeah. This one comes from Mr. Glenn. Says, first, let me say thanks for considering my email and thoroughly enjoy your YouTube channel. First-time Corvette owner with a 2022 Hypersonic Gray HTC 3LT.
Sweet.
Absolutely love the car. Unfortunately, in August, I had a small fender bender, which I've been without my car for 3 months. All we need are the right and left front frame rails, and the repair shop can't locate them in the U.S. Any suggestions you would have, extremely helpful. Thank you again.
Wait a minute, I'm going to get off topic there for a second. He has small fender bender, but he needs frame rails?
Yeah.
This reminds me, there's a story for you. Reminds me of a guy that was trying to trade a car. We never did this deal, and you'll know why here in a second. Sends me the stuff. We do a lot of stuff out of state over the phone, and we trust you guys. You put a lot of trust in us. So anyways, I'm looking at the trade, and I just tell him, I said, hey, I'm not going to be able to help you with this trade. He goes, what's the problem? I go, well, there's a major Carfax issue on this. He goes, oh, no, it was just a little fender bender. I go, the Carfax says that the airbags were deployed and it was towed from the scene. I don't want your trade in. Small fender bender. That's what that reminded me of. So, Yeah, you're having an issue right now. Remember, we've talked about in some of our marketing updates and just kind of in some of the other videos that they've had shutdowns of some shifts. It's because they're not being able to get the cradles, the frame cradles for C8. So if they can't get to build the car, you're certainly not going to get it to fix the car. So actually, it could be a little bit longer wait for you. What is that?
That's
Just
my
hit the-
alarm.
Would you hit the X?
You can't hit it. You got to drag it.
Was that your game? Your game? alarm?
Yes.
Told you we were busy. Okay, moving right along. It's going to be an interesting show, I can tell already. All right, here's a nice text message. Hey, Rick, I was out in Iowa at Paragon today. And Rick, I see that you're going to be heading this way next month, and this gives me an opportunity to promote the fact that I'm going to be there. I'm excited. I'm always excited to promote Corvette, but I'm excited for my customer, my friend Michael from Florida. He's going to unveil to me and to you guys, which we'll share on the channel, there at Paragon on December 2nd, kind of an open house, cars and coffee type thing. So come by and see us. I'd love to meet you guys, but I'm kind of curious. I know what he ordered, the base package, what he ordered, but what he did to it, I mean, you've worked on his cars when he came here.
Yeah.
He always does a bunch of stuff, so I can't wait to see what he did to that. So
wasn't Michael the original Build-A-Bear?
he was the original Build-A-Bear. That's right.
What I thought.
I'll probably have to bring you a bear on December 2nd. He goes, I'm in town visiting family for a wedding, and I stopped by Paragon this past weekend, and they are fantastic. Corey gave me a full-blown tour of the facility. Then he took me for a ride in the 655 horsepower turbocharged Stingray. My God, what a car. Rick, you're going to love it there in December. Make sure you get some video of this drive because it is mind-blowing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Paragon Performance right here on this channel. The highlights to follow from our visit going to be on December 2nd. If you're in the area of Iowa, which is in the middle of freaking nowhere, come by and see us. Oh yeah, I just happen to be driving by. If you get lost, you'll find us. Tech Tuesday, we're trying.
Yeah.
Continues.
All right, this one comes from Alan. Says, I recently bought a slightly used 2023 C8 on October 31st with 2,300 miles on it. November 1st, I drove it most of the day, and wow. The next 4 days, I went on a mountain trip and knew the road to the cabin wouldn't be too bad for my C8. Once I returned, of course, I couldn't wait to jump in and get back to driving. I was in a parking lot to leave the store and went to close the driver's door, and the striker was hitting the latch. I tried pressing the button several times. The latch stayed in the closed position. With the door still open, I pulled the manual release and didn't open the latch. I finally had to use my finger to push it back to the open position. Since then, it's done several times a day. For now, I have learned that when I open the door, and sometimes it's not completely open, if I push the door closed normally, I've seen videos describing this exact problem, and it's a common problem with the C7 and C8 that the spring mechanism is too weak. Is there an upgraded latch available to fix this? My local dealer said they haven't seen this before. I haven't seen it either, to be honest with you.
No, you've had similar stuff though. I think at C7 it wasn't like it was not necessarily the latch, but it was more like the door actuator or something like that.
Yeah, we had a few of the buttons go bad, and a few of the actuators that actually trips the latch. But I haven't seen one where the latch, once you open the door, the latch would close on its own.
Yeah, because that's more mechanical. I don't think that would actually throw a code from the chase down.
No.
So that's going to be something you got to dig into just a little bit more.
And by the way, when it goes closed, and when he tried to shut it, it hit the latch, it actually jammed it. That's why you had to take your finger and pull it back.
Oh, okay.
Because it jammed it. So
yeah,
but,
well, hopefully some of that feedback helps you to dig into it just a little bit deeper. I wish you a lot of luck, and it's good to hear that you're driving the car and you're actually enjoying it. Really appreciate that. Here's one, just kind of an email about the beautiful ride segment. We're going to have Jeff in South Carolina's picture up. A great pic. This time of the year generates some great pictures of the cars, and you get them through the nice trees and just mountain settings. Got one in an old rickety cabin in front of it. I just love that kind of stuff, man. It's pretty cool. Rick, just thought I would eat lunch, and I opened up the Corvette Museum webcam. This is yesterday, in fact, and I saw you running around with your customers, so I assume you were doing a delivery. Yeah, I put up on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. I was there yesterday with Tyler. I took him to the National Corvette Museum. It was his first time ever to Bowling Green. We drove around the plant, actually had a great conversation, some observations, all of which you're going to see. We're going to share with you this Sunday on my Coffee with Conti show, so make sure you join us for that. It's going to be great. Thanks again, Rick, for all the content. We enjoy each and every episode. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. And thanks for not having a busy day and you're on there screwing around looking at the webcams at the National Corvette Museum.
All right.
It was fun, man.
All right, this one comes from Thomas. Says, love the show, watch each week and hoping Chuck is doing better and feeling great. I'm doing better. Still, like I said, Rick said, still got a few tests to go through. But
you are doing better, because before, when we filmed that segment that you saw at the beginning of last week's show, I mean, I could tell that, number one, I think you were a little bit weaker, you're a little bit tired.
Yeah.
And I could tell that it was actually starting to weigh on you mentally. I mean, nothing really seems to get to you, but you were starting to seem a little shaken. And I was like, I was a little worried about you, but I checked on you, you're doing good, and you're doing great today. So
yep, glad to be back.
Yeah, man.
Says, I have a question with regarding adding the 2 quarts of transmission fluid. Would it be possible to remove the air box and access the transmission and add the fluid when the car's flat on the garage? Or do you think it's more trouble than the other method? I don't know what other method you're speaking about, unless it's the tilty twirl method, which I highly don't. Yeah.
We talked about that. It's unsafe not to do it that way. No. That's the right way.
Yeah, that's GM's way, is to remove the air box, and then you'll find a copper plug on the top of the transmission, and you put your 2 extra liters in right there.
All right, here's one from TM Scott. It says, Rick, I saw your video. This was from a year ago, September. You and Chuck were voicing your concerns about the aftermarket clear panels. I think you know that the 2024 C8 HTC comes with a clear panel. It doesn't come with one. It's an actual option, and it's not a clear panel. It's a
little window. That's all you could see in there.
I understand what GM's trying to do. The whole gist of it was he was asking about heat temperatures and things like that. I'm going to play a clip for you from last year. Chuck and I talked to Corey when we discovered the one concern about the grommets and the seal that's now included on those, and talk about the temperatures in which it was heat tested. There are no concerns, and I guess it's just my opinion, okay? If you're for the hardtop convertible people, which is now much larger volumes than the coupe, if you want to be like a coupe customer and you want to show off the mid-engine and really dress it off and kind of personalize it, and I did a little bit of that, also with help of Paragon Performance with my billet bars that say Corvette Conti on there. Thank you, boys, I appreciate that. If you want to do that, the aftermarket clear cover works in so many different ways. You can see the whole engine. And what I was just teasing is GM makes like a little window, and it's really the equivalent of the 09 ZR1. It's just a window on top of the hood, and that's all you can see. Hang on a second, we got a compressor break. As soon as I get on a rant and a roll, I have to
I know.
compress it. Come on, I was on a roll, I say.
I will say, though, in part of his question, he asked about the reflective part of it.
Yes.
I guarantee you, all around that where the window isn't, there's reflective material.
There is. They showed that last year. You can see the back side of it, and yeah, just a window, but all the insulation that's on there is still on there. So I know that's GM concern, and I know what they're trying to do. When somebody has a successful aftermarket product, they want to get their hand in there.
Right.
That's business, I get that. But seriously, to showcase the engine, I mean, to me, when you look at the GM product that he's talking about that's offered on the 24s as an option, it's called the Engine Appearance Package. You open up and you're like, okay, where's the rest of it? It's just a little window, and I think it falls short of doing what we want to do, and that's showcase the engine. So again, that's just my opinion, which I'm not afraid to share it. When it's cool, I let you know it's cool. I'm around this car all day long, so I do formulate an opinion because I love the car so much, and I respect you guys, and I respect what GM's doing. But I think that one's a fail. And Chuck brings a good point. Yes, it's insulated, I'm sure, for a number of reasons, but in the heat testing effort, here, let me play the clip. We talked with Corey. Once you hear this interview, there should be no concerns for the full clear engine cover. Corey, thanks for joining us, and I'm sorry for a little bit of the grief that we've given you this past week, but let's dive into this and let's talk a little bit more technical about the product that people are concerned about. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I appreciate the opportunity, and no personal offense taken by the grief. It just keeps my phone call ringing and my emails full, to say the least.
I bet.
When I saw that video came out and I saw the title of it, I just looked at my wife and I'm like, it's going to be a long day tomorrow.
I'm sorry, dude. Well, as we said in the opening of today's show, we do like to keep it real, talk about concerns. This is a new product. It's a real popular product. And
absolutely,
I too was considering putting it on my car. I don't know if it's going to work for me in my driving style, but you've got some technical data for us that I think we all need in regarding to what the product is actually made out of, and as far as the temperature testing and stuff like that. So please share that.
Absolutely. So I did personally, prior to this, talk to Derek, who's the owner of Rapid Rev. These covers are manufactured and sold by Rapid Rev. We are just a reseller of that product.
Okay.
So I did want to touch some hands with him. He's a great customer, client of ours and everything. We're going to start working on a lot of projects together moving forward. So to verify some stuff with him, the product itself, the clear cover, is a thermal plastic.
Okay.
That has a melting temperature of 550 degrees Fahrenheit, and the heat deflection itself is 285 degrees Fahrenheit. So I know a lot of people's concern is this going to melt over time? Is it going to bubble? Is it going to get down into my engine compartment? All this, that, and the other. Based on the actual science of this product, of the thermoplastic, to my personal opinion, and Chuck, you can agree or not, I don't see that being a problem. If your engine bays 285 degrees, then I think that's going to be its own problem.
Right. Oh, no, I agree 100%. Like I said, when I first pulled it out of the packaging, I just had a couple concerns not knowing the product and the technical
Absolutely.
aspect of it. You know, just a few concerns that we need to think about.
Okay.
And
Yeah, as any, just with any aftermarket product, it should be okay, wait a second, has this been tested, or has it just been, let's get one out there on the market and let's try to sell them? They hadn't done the throughput testing with it, which I did verify, Derek. They did tons of testing on this. They had tons of cars that they ran this on as a pre-production, even before the pre-reveal at the Corvettes, not Corvettes at Carlisle, the Corvette Bash.
Okay, I got you. Yep.
So yeah, they did tons of testing on it. They've had great feedback with it. They are currently working on a revision at this time because they are taking these customers' concerns that you mentioned of not having that weather stripping, of not having any spacing.
I was just going to ask you about that. Yep. All right.
Absolutely. So they are doing some revisions. And quote from Derek, they mentioned that they're working on a revision that will have a rubber seal and bushings that will allow the cover to move with the car, allowing any heat that's trapped to escape safely. These will be on newer models once they get all the fine details worked out. And then on somebody that would like the rubber seal and bushings, they will be distributed free of charge, no questions asked.
Oh, that's awesome. Great follow-up on that, Corey. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that very much. And,
Absolutely.
And like I said, we got a lot of good feedback. I too got a ton of emails. And most of the people were saying, you know what? That's a concern, but right now it looks great in my car. It's been performing well. I don't have any issues, so I'm going to roll with it. So we're glad to hear that. So don't let it deter you from getting it on there. And I'm glad that we got to have this conversation to kind of set the record just a little bit more straight for people.
Absolutely. And then just from a personal sense, Paragon, we've sold over 150 units and have installed more than I can count. We've had 0 reported issues of the covers melting or headliner issues or fumes in the car, etc. We have a few local guys that also have headers and aftermarket caps on their cars that would cause for more heat because the headers do not have a heat blanket or the caps don't.
Right.
And even those customers are having any issues locally. So I would like to say on a short-term sense, if there would have been any issues, we definitely would have seen it by now with how many units are out there on the road.
Oh, that's even better feedback.
Yeah, I would think so. With as many as out there, if there was an issue, you would have already started seeing them. Like I said, Corey, I wasn't bad-mouthing the product. This was the first time I'd ever seen it up close and personal, and just had a couple concerns was all.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's great.
You saw the product and you wanted to clear some issues up. I see what you're
I think we did today, brother. Nice job, Corey. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for the transparency.
We could go all day.
Like I said, I was happy when they added the seal to seal that clear one down with.
Yeah, different grommets and everything. Yeah, I mean, it made a big difference.
Big difference.
Because we saw the first one, and actually it was on Darren's car. We were just like, whoa, and that was an immediate concern. Mm-hmm. But now that we knew the whole backstory, I have it on my car. And I love it.
Sure.
And when I open it up, people want to look all inside the engine bay and not just like this. Oh, that's really nice. I think they're getting the point.
Yeah, maybe.
If I continue to be a smartass, I think it drives home the message. You're like, you know what? Rick's kind of a smart aleck, but you know what? He makes a good point.
Yeah, so I mean, you're being subtle about it.
Sure. Not even going to go there. Are you done?
Yeah,
I think I got one more. We got a bunch that we got to Yeah, we're going to have to actually save this one for next week. I just one more for you real quick. Rick, this was in text from Jason. Quick question. I got a 24 Z06 set for build early September, so it's now built. He's got the VIN number. It's been invoiced. I'm trying to figure out what's holding up shipping. Is it the carbon fiber stuff? Is it this? Is that? And I replied on the channel. I said, thanks for watching. And I say, forget trying to figure it out. Okay, because we're never going to really know. And I know just a little bit more than what's been reported on Corvette Blogger, and I'm not at liberty to say, and even if I told you, does it make it come any quicker? It doesn't matter. Allow the process to complete. At least you got a car that's coming, and you're going to be fine. So just hang tight, and you know, like I said in the video comment, I said it is what it is. So I know we're in the information age. Everybody wants to know, and they're trying to dissect it, but just. And it's unfortunate, there's a bunch of cars up in Detroit right now, but once you get the car, it's going to be good. Just like when he's got major repairs, when he's done with it, you'll never know that he's been in there. So let the guys do their thing, all right?
Oh, wasn't it Michael's Z06 that had a scratch in the wheel that delayed his?
Yes.
So, I mean, it could be just something simple, something minor, but they're not going to release it until they feel the car's perfect, so.
No, it's just like anything. As soon as you know that that was the issue, then you have a tendency to focus on looking at that area, looking for more problems. Yeah, just let it go, man. Just enjoy. My car came in, and I told you this many times before, there's no perfect car. You even said, hey, Rick, there's a scratch right here, and there's a thing on this. And I go, yeah, okay. Whatever, we'll touch it up a little bit, fix this, buff this, whatever, and I'm good, and I drive it all the time, and I love it.
Right.
I absolutely love it, and I enjoy the car, and I think more importantly, that's the message, is to really enjoy your car. Don't worry about a museum piece, okay? If it's a museum piece, then you can probably bitch and moan about a little scratch or scuff or something, but other than that, I say just get out there and enjoy the car. I think that is the focus, you know what I mean? Find the positive and move forward. That's my life message. You have the car. Enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, I'm done preaching, man. That's it. I told you, once I get in a roll, I can't stop. I apologize. Fun time talking with you guys again tonight, and it's even more fun showing off your cars. What are they, Chuck?
Your beautiful rides.
Check them out.
And I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one.